Alrighty, y'all. Today we have three senior speeches. First, we have Abby Murchison. She's a great person who you can always see smiling on campus. Can't wait to hear what you have to say. Everyone give it up for Abby.
From the time that I learned how to read until I was about 14, I was a voracious reader. I would rip through books to the point that once on a family vacation, we had to go to the bookstore multiple times because I had not brought enough with me. The thing that I liked most about books was how well they portrayed communities. I loved reading about people finding their best friends, their passions, and eventually who they are at their core. As a kid, I liked to imagine what my community would be like when I was in high school. I believed that my experience would rival those of my favorite books. When I decided to come to Baylor, my grandfather gifted me 3 books, titles that I highly recommend all of you read. It Never Rains After 3 O'Clock by English department legend James Hitt, Castle on a Cliff, A History of the Baylor School by John Longwith, and my personal favorite, Walking the Hill, Memories, Dreams, and Stories of Baylor by Dr. Herb Barks. So, as I had done before, I scoured these books to find a community, and I found it. Within those pages of history, I discovered what so many people loved about Baylor and immediately wanted to be a part of it. I read the stories of people finding their homes on this hill and decided that I was destined to do the same. So I came to Baylor in fall of 2017, freshly 11 years old, ready to find my people. And I have. Baylor has brought me so many amazing things that I couldn't have imagined. But it took some time to get to that point. When I first got here, I knew a grand total of 4 people, and my grade was the last of the grouping system, so even after a whole year, I knew about 20. I have found some amazing friends, but at the same time, I felt like I had been falling behind in a sense. It seemed like everyone else knew exactly what to do, while I was just guessing. I started to falter in my confidence. I was still involved at school, but it constantly felt like everyone was here with friends, while I was just here. I became more reserved, and for a while believed that maybe that Baylor community that I had read about wasn't everything I hoped it would be. Maybe even that it wasn't for me. I had found a few people, and I had assumed that that was all that I would get. I am very happy to say that I was wrong. Despite my assumptions about my experience, I continued to stay involved. Every time I came to an event, I felt a little more like a part of the community instead of just seeing it. I decided to take more opportunities, signing up for research, going abroad with Baylor, and randomly trying Walkabout for a season. Every time I tried something new, I found a little bit more of the community that I had read about. I discovered that I had been looking for my community in the wrong places. Building your community does not happen in the spotlight, but rather behind the scenes. And I found mine in places I never expected to. In fact, I found my community in people that are very different than me. Just because we don't share the same interests, extracurriculars, and eventual life goals does not mean that we could not form meaningful relationships. So now I'd like to impart some semi-stereotypical, possibly eye-roll-worthy advice. From my time here, I have learned that it's so much more fun to just go. I have never regretted simply showing up for my community. Secondly, I cannot stress the value of trying new things enough. Here we have so many amazing opportunities, and there truly is no better place to just try things out. Go on a walkabout trip. Actually go to the club meetings for the club you signed up for at the club fair, whose emails I'm sure are sitting in your inbox unread. And the next time someone asks you if you're going to something, don't worry about if your friends will be there or overthink the amount of homework you have. Instead, just say yes. You'll be better for it. I'd like to take a quick moment to thank those people who have been a part of my community throughout my time here, which I suppose is all of you. Whether I talk to you daily or simply pass you in the hallway, this community that I have grown to love would not be the same without you and your impact to it. I'd like to encourage all of you to consider how lucky you are to go to school with such an incredible group of people. I'm so beyond lucky to call each and every one of you a member of my community. I'd like to close with a quick part of one of the books that I previously mentioned. That is the dedication to Dr. Barks's Walking the Hill, Memories, Dreams, and Stories of Baylor. This book, just like this school, is dedicated to you, the student body. It is here for you to experience, for you to grow into who you're meant to be. So cherish your time here and make the most of it. Don't hesitate to truly immerse yourself in this place. There truly is nothing like it. And to end in a way that I have always wanted to, magnanimitas, God bless, and go Big Red. Thank you.